Hello Scorpios, and welcome to your July 2022 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands, this is really a state of being where we're on the defensive. Okay, we're resisting. It's a resistance. We can resist to protect ourselves, others. As you can see, like there's all sorts of wands attacking him. We don't see people with the wands, and there's a good reason, because often this is like stretched out to not just defending ourselves against people, but also resisting even our own self. I have an ambition, but I am resisting it because of XY reasons, or my goals, or my dreams, or all of this. It's a reaction to protect ourselves because we're feeling attacked by the universe, life, society, our family, events in our lives. And it's a reaction. You see here, he's got one boot and one shoe. This is not something that has been taught. It's not a rational boundary putting. Like, whoa, no, this is unacceptable. You're stepping into my land here, or whatever. He was in a hurry. He's got one boot and one shoe. It's not grounded. It's a reaction. On my guard. And here I have the Knight of Cups. So the resistance is directly linked to what you would like to bring to the world. What would make you resist being in that Knight of Cups? What you would like to bring to the world that you love, that has this vibration within yourself, that is your inspiration, that is your cup. What are you resisting that would make you invest what is in your cup? Engage your life and start doing it. At the end of the month, you're going to have the judgment about it. That means that at the end of the month, those parts of you that are maybe creating this resistance are going to come up to the surface, so that you can address them, so that you can rise their vibration with the trumpet of the angel here, so they can rise from under the water, from within your subconscious, come to your consciousness, so you can address it. Here, the resistance, when I look deeper, I see a Three of Swords with a Three of Pentacles. So why are you resisting investing yourself, bringing forward what you love, building, giving a shape to your reality? It's because there's like a Three of Swords with it. Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles. The shape of my reality has disappointment in it. As the Three of Swords, you looked at the swords are in a heart. They are beliefs that pierce your heart. There's something you believe that hurt you, constantly putting a cloud of rain over everything when it comes to you just building, having the three aspects of building. So the aspiration, my pure intention, the priest, my intention is to build a cathedral. That's what he does, that priest there. I want to build a cathedral. Then the architect beside him will draw the plans. He will visualize the cathedral for the priest. And then you have the craftsman that will actually use his knowledge to build it. His knowledge and his willpower. That's why he has a chisel and a hammer, a sword and a wand. Strategy, willpower. I'll carve the pillars, it's gonna, you know, be like this, and I will chisel, pentacle, work on building my reality. Under that, I have the Chariot, because we know Chariot is a question, it's a, you know, major arcana of success, but success is the side effect of a balanced Chariot. A balanced Chariot that has, see the 8-pointed star on his forehead, that has his aspiration clear. That's what is in his mind. What is in front of me, what is my direction, is that cathedral, is that business, is that project. And he's not holding the reins of these two sphinx in front of him. These two sphinx are being directed purely by his inspiration, aspiration, call it like you want. He is not being disrupted by his unconscious. Here the moons on his shoulders. The anima, consciousness, unconsciousness, left brain, right brain, name it like you want, are masculine, feminine, are both going in the same direction. So this month, you're going to get the understanding or even the idea of what you want to bring forward. I know what I love and what I want to bring forward. And because of that, you're going to meet Mr. Seven of Swords. That is the cause of your Three of Swords in your heart. This is disempowerment beliefs. I know what I want to bring to the world, but I can't because I don't have an office, because I'm single, because whatever. Okay? Seven of Swords. I feel powerless. That's a thief in the night. The way to rob ourselves or to let others rob us. I can't because my mother told me I didn't have any talent. I bought the lie. There you go. I can't do it. That's a Seven of Swords. You're being robbed of the power of your mind. Here under judgment and the Eight of Pentacles, the judgment on how the parts of me that are resisting investing myself are because they've lived this. They've lived the reality and the belief that I didn't have what it takes. I'm not enough. I can't receive. I have to give so much more in order to receive a little bit. I lack into whatever. I don't have the materials for it, the value for it, the capacity for it. You know, they're handicapped. So all the emotional baggage that is related to this, that judgment is going to make you leave it behind. It's time to leave that behind. And the beliefs that came with it. And so that I can have a completely different outlook, expectation of my future. Okay? So that I can continue my growth. So let's clarify this for you, Scorpio. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon my guides and help me clarify this reading for Scorpios for the month of July. Okay, let's look at that Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands there? It's there because of your Three of Swords, and it's linked through your divine masculine, because you know your ambition and all of that is directed by your masculine side. And the first, let's say, archetype you took was your father. If your father did not believe in you, you will have a very hard time believing in yourself until you reject that first masculine archetype within yourself and you empower your own emperor. So, you know, as I say always, like if you want to write a book, it's the empress that receives the story. It's the emperor that types 8 hours a day, calls the editor, and actually makes it happen. But if the emperor is resisting, if the emperor is filled with the old disappointments and heartaches of beliefs that hurt his heart, he's like handicapped. If he believes that he doesn't have what it takes, how can he bring something forward to bring it to fruition? It's almost impossible. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. That's why he's got to be healed, elevated, you know, with your judgment here. Knight of Cups. Show me the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Chariot, 8 of Pentacles. That this month, it's going to become very clear what you want to bring to this world, what you want to invest in, what you want to go for. But we understand that the Chariot, when it's not accompanied by a true alignment, it's a car wreck. It tears us apart, or it doesn't move at all. That's why it's crucial that there's no sabotaging. Hermit, Wheel of Fortune. But if you do things wisely, if you bring your willpower, and this is bringing it back to the daily reality of your body, your, routines, every day. Every day, what did I do to invest myself? What did I do towards what would actually fulfill me emotionally? What did I do to bring my cup forward? One step at a time will change the reality for you, will bring the Wheel of Fortune. Let's look here under the Emperor, the Three of Swords. Yeah. See, I'm still on this, but there's the World. That's done. The Three of Swords stopping you. It's done. The resisting of, I don't trust, I'm afraid, and all of this. Therefore, I'm resisting the movement forward. I gotta have faith. What is my purpose? Let's look at the Chariot, because the star is the 8-pointed star, and that's what the guy has on his forehead. And now we have a character with the sun on his forehead. So seeing really clearly here, what is my aspiration? Okay? And I will not let my past hurts and disappointment prevent me from moving forward towards that, just by the fear or the belief that I can't do it. Temperance being there, it's because now is the divine timing of it. Maybe you got that at the full moon in Sagittarius that we had. Maybe you got that understanding even more clearly, or you're gonna get it more and more. Because this is called divine timing, because we are emotionally ready to receive the healing, the understanding. It all goes together. And now we have the courage to put a foot in the water. because I know I cannot be hurt like I was in the past, because I'm not the same person. Page of Sword. Let's look at your Page of Sword. Judgment. I get it. I'm provoking the judgment right here. You're going to have like a beautiful high vibration this month, Scorpio. That's going to bring these parts of you that were hurt, that maybe bought this guy's opinion of you, and where you got the ways of managing your life from, and you're going to pull a judgment on it. No more sabotaging. It's super clear. The Sun. That Seven of Swords cannot be anymore. You gotta master the swords, like a King of Sword or a Five of Sword in reverse. No more sabotaging when it comes to you investing yourself. No more pulling out the arguments, because this is being very intelligent in a way. Here we have Venus in Aquarius on top of it. Okay, we had the Star before, but when it comes to Venus, which is abundance and growth and love and all of that, when it's exalted in Aquarius, it's amazing because it includes everybody and all of that. But when it's distorted, like in the 5 or the 7 here, then the intelligence of Aquarius becomes detrimental to us. And this is when our ego is trying to win and telling us that it's impossible because of X, Y reasons. You're pulling a judgment on that. You're pulling a judgment, and it's gonna move your Wheel of Fortune. Okay, thank you. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. All that belief that there's maybe not that space for you, or that you don't have what it takes, or it wouldn't be received, or whatever. It's time to add that pentacle on top of the 5 so that you get into the 6. It's time to add that extra value that maybe wasn't given to you or wasn't acknowledged to you. You're going to take it. You're going to take that project that you want to, going to be able to plant it and grow it. Because, see, the difference between the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Cups, it's that this guy is not satisfied with his cup. Neither is this guy. But this guy thinks that's all there is. And that cup that the universe wants to give him doesn't exist. And this guy knows that cup exists. And he's actually using his willpower, here is his wand, to go and get it. That's the difference between those two cards. That pentacle and that self-love, enough self-love for you to go and invest yourself into what you want to bring, is right there. 3 of Wands. Here we have again the 8 of Cups, because this is really the moment you're going to move towards your chariot, your investment, doing what you want to do so that it can start coming towards you. It's when you're going to rise above the part of you, your persona, your ego, the lion that was hurt, that was maybe making belief that he was a 5 of Pentacles. You're going to rise above that. It's going to take strength investing in you. Because that's ultimately, you know how much you gotta, would I invest in a company I don't trust? in a company that I don't believe will be able to do it because it doesn't have what it takes? Of course not. So when it comes to investing in us, it's the same thing. But at the end of the month, you're gonna go for that emotional truth of love and worth of you, and you know exactly what you want to bring and invest yourself in. So this is what you're going to invest in. So on this, my beautiful Scorpios, I'm going to call it investing in you, because this is really what it's all about. And of course, on the way, you're going to have a judgment on your self-sabotage, and you're going to then be able to actually gung-ho invest yourself in your life. But yeah, okay. On this, I'm sending you all my love and light, Scorpios. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's a description below in the plus section. There's an email. You write to me, I write to you back. I will never put my phone number in the comment section. If you see this, it's not me. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. And of course, like every month on the new moons, and this month is going to be a new moon in Leo. Leo, expanding, because I think you're going to really expand after this. I do a little ceremony to give you back. And on this, my beautiful Scorpios, I send you all my love and light, and I'll see you next month. All right? Bye-bye.